Hello, friends. Here's the thing. I am so busy during the day. I have a puppy, for those of you who don't know, who's the cutest thing in the world. I have a puppy, live with my boyfriend Miles. They're the sweetest boys in the entire world. But it's really hard to sit down and do a podcast or do my YouTube videos because all of that craziness. And I feel like I should be vlogging during all of that craziness. I feel like I should be recording for you guys during all of that craziness. But I feel like I always forget. Every time I'm oh my gosh, I'm gonna make a YouTube video about today. I forget every single time. Never fails. Also, when my car bumps, the camera's gonna bump. I'm sorry. That's Yahtzee. That's life. I'll try to fix it in editing. So if it's fixed, I'm glad you're seeing the fixed version. If it's not, we're gonna suffer together. Yeah. So I have a hard time doing that. I'm trying to get better because I do love making YouTube videos. I really love long form content. I really do. It's just hard. It's hard to remember. My lips feel so chapped right now. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Fucking disgusting. Fucking disgusting. People in Utah are the crustiest fucking drivers out of any place I've ever seen. I've been on a public bus in Mexico, and still, Utah drivers are so much worse. They're driving a Land Rover, so it makes sense that they'd be probably a dick. Sorry. Okay. I do like people. I have a lot of people here that I like. I haven't really driven with many people though. Haven't been in the same car. It's just easier to take different cars because I always have to leave and go pick up Stuart or do whatever early. So I don't know if the people I like are good drivers. But majority, 80% of Utah is some shady ass driving. And I get stuck at every freaking stoplight. Okay, long story short, where was I? I feel like I started on TikTok, and so now I'm I have to make sure that that's fully managed before I start something else. And it is, it's just kind of a pain in the ass to do, especially with the algorithm continuing to change. What a fucking mess. I hate it. What a fucking mess. At least YouTube is consistent. It's really hard to grow, but at least it's consistently hard to grow. TikTok said, here is some joy, some cloud, here's a future. And then they said, nah, no, not for you. Oh, I'm gonna be stuck behind this fucking Land Rover the entire drive. La-da-dee-da-da-da-do. Blues the clues. Okay, so because I don't have time to take all that content and do all those things, I decided I was gonna start a series for you guys where we're in my car, Emma Chamberlain style. I know a lot of vloggers did that back then. Emma Chamberlain's the one I watched. Emma Chamberlain style, we're just hanging out in my car, talking the Ute Commute, if you will, because I'm in Utah and I'm commuting. Thought that was pretty clever, came up with it myself, so we just went under a bridge. Ha-ha, bye Land Rover, you little stinky stinker, you little smelly diaper. Let's talk about, on our little commute today, the new year, okay? Because we are already almost a month into the new year, and I cannot believe that. I find that so hard to believe. So when the new year started, I was supposed to be back in Utah, but we had gone to New York to visit some of Miles' family out there during, right after Christmas. And the flights got canceled. You guys know about the Southwest situation. RIP to Southwest. So we were stuck in New York to begin with. We flew back into Wyoming, because that's where we were for Christmas with my family. And then the roads from where my family lives to Salt Lake City were closed for a week straight. It's supposed to be one of the most dangerous stretches of highway in the US, which is so much fun to drive in the winter. But anyway, that stretch of highway was closed for a week, so I couldn't get back And it didn't feel like a new year yet. You know what I mean? Like, when you're where you're supposed to be, like, when I'm at home, when I'm working, like, that feels like it would have been the correct transition period. But we didn't get back until, like, the 8th. So I was, like, a week behind everyone else on the new year. But anyway, happy belated new year to all my YouTube friends. I hope this video is finding you happy and healthy. Anyway, I was thinking about, like, oh, what am I gonna do this year? Like, what am I gonna accomplish? What are my goals? And I was like, Janie, we're already a month into the year. You should be doing shit already. Which, like, I think that New Year's resolutions can be a good and a bad thing. I wrote a blog about this. Go read my blog. It's in the link tree. It's like the first, or I'll tell you right now, but it's in the link tree. It's my first link, and I'm really happy that I started a blog. So if you'd like to read it, if it's easier for you to read than, like, watch videos, I don't know. I'm not going to say the exact same things, but I do some cool stuff on my blog. Anyway, so I talked about New Year's resolutions on my blog, and I'm going to talk about it again with you guys. I think that they can be both good and bad. I think that it's all about why. Like, I think that's really important, is why you're doing the goal you're doing. Because, like, let's say you have an ex, a really shitty, toxic ex, and they get with this new girl. And this new girl is like a gym rat, maybe. I don't know. Like, not that that's bad, but you know what I mean. And maybe you're like a yoga girly or Pilates or whatever, and this girl's like a gym rat. Like, she likes to squat, she just lifts. That's the kind of workout she just prefers. Neither is right or wrong. But let's say that this girl posted her resolutions, and she wanted to, like, PR on her squat, and, like, that's what she wanted to do this year. And then let's say you are really sad about your ex, and you're mad that they're with a new girl, and so you're like, you know what? I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna be better than you. So my PR is yours plus 10 pounds. Like, I'm gonna be better than you. I would give you a 15%, if you're really committed, 15% chance that you are going to hit that goal. Because you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Like, be fucking for real with yourself when you're making these goals. Because in a month, you're not going to care about that ex. You're not going to care about the new partner's goals or one-upping them. Like, it's not going to matter by the end of the year. You need to, like, set goals that are going to, like, mean something to you at the end of the year. Don't do it to one-up someone. Don't do it to impress somebody either. Like, if you're maybe, like, starting a new relationship, like, and they're like, let's sit down and, like, set our goals together. Like, big step. Let's set our little goals together. Don't make your goals revolve around them. Whoever they may be. Gym rat. Maybe they're a chef. They're like, I want to learn one new recipe a month. And you're like, I'm going to learn one new recipe a week. It's something we can do together. No. Like, it's great that you're learning new things. And if you stick to that and you drive each other, then that's amazing. But if you break up with that person, by the end of the year, you're going to look back at that goal and be like, that was fucking stupid. That was a stupid goal. You know what I mean? Don't do it for jealousy. Don't do it to impress somebody. Don't do it to keep up. That's number 3. Do not make goals to keep up with other people. Social media is what people want you to see. And as honest as I try to be on there, like, it's what people want you to see. And so if an influencer is posting their goals for the year, they may seem really big and amazing and, like, dramatic goals. That's amazing. Like, if I want to be an influencer, I need to set these goals. But in all reality, you're not in the same place that they are in. You can't hold yourself to that standard right now. You know? Like, and maybe that's not even their real goals. Maybe it's a front for social media. I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but you never know. Are those goals sincere to them, or are they like, oh, my audience are going to want to see me post goals, you know? So don't do it to keep up either. Be your own person as much as you can be. Don't be one of those gatekeepy bitches who's like, I'm different. I'm just different from everybody else. Because we are not that different. As human beings, none of us are really like that different or like that much better than anybody else. So be yourself to the fullest, but don't pretend you're better than anyone else for being yourself. Like, that is my advice for you this year. And also, stop taking other people's shit. Like, for 2023, this is such a good goal. Stop caring about what other people think about you. I think that in such a social media driven world, it's so easy to post something and be like, oh my gosh, what are people gonna think about this? Even this right now, me and you. I'm like, oh, I have kind of a double chin, like holiday weight maybe it's just the way I'm sitting in my car, haha, funny. But like, I'm not gonna look back on this and be like, oh my gosh, what if people see it? Actually, maybe I will, now that I've pointed it out. Oh, we are on a bumpy stretch. Bump, 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 bump. Like, I put this philosophy into place in my life, and it has worked so well for me. Don't take criticism from somebody you wouldn't take advice from. If somebody's on social media and they're like, your hair looks stupid. Great. Thanks. You have hair that I don't want. Like, you know what I mean? If they're not living the life that you want to live, don't take their shit. Nobody that's doing more than you and doing better than you is sitting on the internet putting people down. So if you're getting hate comments like that, ignore them. They don't know what they're talking about. They're sitting on their couch eating Cheetos, typing away, trying to make you feel like shit about yourself. They don't know anything. They're not living the life that you want to live. Take advice from somebody else. Take advice from literally anybody else but strangers on the internet. These people have too much time on their hands. That is not what everybody thinks of you. These people are projecting their own insecurities onto you. That's why people say mean shit. They're insecure about something in their life, so they're like, oh my gosh, I know what will make me feel better. I'm gonna go on the internet and troll other people. That'll make me feel so much better about myself. No, because now you're insecure about all the things you were insecure about before, and you're a piece of shit. So, how did that make you feel? That's what I fucking thought! What are you doing? The thing about driving in Utah is that everybody has a really stern belief that they all belong in the very left lane. If you are going 50 miles an hour, you don't belong in the left lane! Sorry. That was so dramatic. But like, be fucking for real! The speed limit is 70! You belong in the very right lane. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, not taking shit from other people. Social media is such a pain in the ass. I love it so much, but it can be really, really, really hard. Very, very, very hard. You don't have to tell anybody your goals, by the way. If you're setting goals, swinging back around to the original point, I hope that you guys are following this because my brain is like with thoughts. Goals for me have always been really hard just because I really like instant gratification. I've never been very good at delayed gratification. And so goals have always been really hard for me personally because I want to see it now. And I want to like know how to make it happen. Like me setting a goal and saying I'm going to have 1 million TikTok followers by the end of 2023. That's hard for me. How am I going to get there? Work out however many times a week, you know what I mean? I feel like just as a society, we're like, okay, pick a goal, set a goal, get a goal. Oh my gosh, I just came up with that right now. That was cool. Anyway, I feel like as a society, that's how we are. And we're never like, now sit down, take a half an hour to be by yourself and decide how you're going to get those goals. We never do that. And I think we should, but we're just not taught to goal set that way. I don't know. And so I'm kind of trying to change the way I'm doing it. So I have like littler goals. under all of mine. And I hope that helps. I really do. And I think it will. I just have a hard time, like, not being able to see progress or not being able to see what's coming from it. I need, like, markers where I can be, like, gratified that I did this part and now I'm going to do this part. Because waiting the whole year and being like, I guess I never got that done. I forgot about it because, whatever it is. Like, that sucks. And most of the time, we don't come back to goals at the end of the year. 80% of people set their New Year's resolutions and they just set them and then they don't revisit them all year. And at the end of the year, they don't think back like, wow, what did I do this year? I mean, I feel like people think back like, wow, what did I do this year? But nobody thinks back to like, did I actually do the things I was going to do this year? And so I feel like we should probably start doing that. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like we should be able to reassess. And like, there's a stipulation around goals that like, if you don't meet these goals that you've set for yourself, you've now failed. Like, you're a failure. You failed at these goals. Oh, I'm gonna say hi to our old men. Hey. So there are these old men at our apartment complex that every time I come home are always out like smoking by their car, and they're just these two old men best friends, and they're like the cutest people ever. Waving at them is like the highlight of my day. Their smiles always light up. They're always like, hey! Oh, they're so cute. I just love them. Yeah. Oh, yes. Anyway, I feel like when you don't reach a goal, everyone's like, you failed. You didn't get your goal. You failed. Yeah, you did bad. No. Sometimes stuff just doesn't serve you anymore. Like, I have set goals and then maybe gotten out of that hobby or like gotten out of that job, and like I've had to change my goals. Like, it's not giving up and it's not failing. I mean, that definitely can happen, but I don't think not hitting a goal by the end of the year is failing. I just think you have to change the way that you set and achieve goals. And I feel like I change my goals all the time. Like, feel free to change your goals. I feel like everyone's like, you failed. You didn't hit that goal. Failure, boss. No. Change your goals whatever the fuck you want. It's your goals. It's not their life. It's your life. So that's my take on that. And if you'd like to know more in a more sane and put together way, go read my blog. Anyway, I will see you guys again soon for another little Ute Commute. Thanks for being here. I actually kind of loved this. It made my drive home less scary, and it made it go faster. So thanks for doing this with me. I hope to see you again on my channel. Please smash the like. I feel like all the YouTubers say that, so I said it. But if that sounded really bad, then I take it back. But do smash the like. And then hit the little subscribe, because I want to talk to you again. This made my whole day. I don't know why, because I'm just like talking to a camera and then you're going to see it later. But it made my whole day because I feel like I reached you guys. Okay, goodbye.